Recently I got an HDMI on-camera monitor to use with my M50, and before that I had never used any HDMI equipment, and so now a year and a half after I bought this camera, I'm just now learning some issues with the HDMI. And so in this video I wanted to share with you the 3 major problems that I've already figured out about the HDMI on the Canon M50, as well as solutions for 2 of them. I still haven't found a solution for the 3rd. First of all is just where they put the HDMI on this camera. And it's happened a lot with a lot of different manufacturers putting the HDMI on the right side of the camera where the grip is. I'm sure that it has to do with where they have space to put in this, but it doesn't really help us when we're trying to use a field monitor on this camera because it prevents us from being able to hold the camera, well, normally. We had to hold it with our finger either above or below, which completely throws off the ergonomics of the camera and makes it not as fun to use. And as you see, what the problem is that the HDMI cable that comes with most monitors, it just sticks out straight from the camera. And so I was looking online and I finally found a video talking about ribbon cables. This is a ribbon cable, and the one that I found actually has a right angle adapter so that you can plug it into the camera, and then especially if you're using the cage, it sort of stays out of your way. Of course, you will still have it there and kind of have to fit your thumb around it, but it doesn't interfere with the ergonomics and you can still hold your camera properly. So this is a fix that I found. I will link to the one that I bought down in the description, but with a caveat, I will say that you want to try and look for one that's longer, because the one that I got is not really long enough. I had to like turn the monitor around and reverse the display just so that I can use it, because it doesn't reach over to the other side of the camera and to the monitor that I'm using. So just make sure that you get a cable that's long enough for what you want to do with it. The next problem, again, it has to do with not my monitor, but with the HDMI on this camera and the type of signal that it sends, and that is that the camera does not transmit audio over HDMI. And so you can't plug your headphones into your monitor and monitor your audio. And it's very annoying because I have this big beautiful audio level overlay on the monitor and I can't use it. It's just something that I didn't realize, and after doing research I found out that everyone has this problem, that it's actually part of the design, and I don't know why it is, but it is. And that leads us to the next one, which is that when you plug in your HDMI, it transmits all of your overlays from your camera onto the monitor. You see your focus box and you see your settings, and so if you're trying to use this camera for live streaming, you would have all of that ugly Canon overlay on top of your footage. Now there is a solution for this one, and that is you can go into your menu and change your screens that you toggle between. You can switch one of them so that it doesn't have any overlays on it. It's just completely clean, but unfortunately you still have your focus box. And the only way to get rid of that is to turn off the autofocus. So if you have this camera and you want to use it for live streaming, you just go into your menu, you select that screen, make sure that you can toggle between it when you hit the info button, and then you turn off the autofocus and manual focus for your live streams. It's kind of an annoying process, and you might just want to pick up a Sony a5000 since it has a clean HDMI and autofocus, but most of us, we just want to use our one camera and we want to make the camera that we have work. So if you're planning on picking up a field recorder or live streaming with this camera, those are things that you have to think about. I hope these solutions help you. So if you do want to pick up a field monitor or you want to live stream with this camera, just follow these steps and they will serve you well. And I'm still trying to figure out something to do for the headphone jack. I still haven't figured that one out. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you all in the next video.